Justin has probably done the most best on the team for us. His driving has been phenomenal all year, and I only hope that he keeps driving the exact same way that he's driving to finish the season out, because I don't think we would have made it to the semifinals this weekend without the way he's been driving prenup, and then we definitely wouldn't have made it to the semifinals in Arizona without him driving the way he's driving. So that's kind of held us in there, but that's his job. That's what he's supposed to do.
You gonna talk?
Oh.
I'll be damned.
Man, what a weekend.
Ooh-wee. Hard fought weekend.
Yeah. Well, we're still here in Colorado right now, man. We're all just kind of getting the showers and getting cleaned up a little bit. And the crew's gonna be getting on a plane here about 6:30 this evening and heading home. I'm gonna take the rig and start heading towards Tulsa. Justin's got to go home, help Tyler, do a little bit of work, kind of catch up around there. I'm gonna go to Tulsa. Probably gonna end up staying over there this week. I looked at the schedule, so I'll be able to stay. But yeah, man, it's been a tough weekend. You know, I'm happy with what the outcome was. I'm happy with how we did this weekend, considering that I just felt like coming into this race we were a sitting duck, and there was just only so much we could do. And that proved it. When we went to Idaho, you know, we tore that car up in Virginia, and we rushed home, put it together back together in 2 days, and hauled ass and drove 41 hours straight to Idaho. We you know, we didn't have time to make the changes that the necessary changes we needed to make. We knew what we needed to make, but we didn't make, you know, didn't have time to make them. So we left Idaho. Me and Justin headed over to Arizona. We made 3 or 4 changes on the car, and we made one pass, 330. The car picked up significantly, and but we tore a blower up, so we packed up. We came back to Arizona, and I think he went to the semifinals. So, you know, that was good. A lot of luck going on with that too. We made good runs in Arizona. Tough track to get down. Rolled right over here with those same changes. Didn't really change much. Just kind of kept working on the car, working on the tune-up, working on the engine, working on the chassis. We made several changes here to make it to the semifinals again. So, you know, I'm pretty proud of what we did, man. We went to 2 semifinals back to back up here on top of this mountain with that Pro Charger. You know, at the end of the day, it's just us and our group. You know, we got me, Justin, Brian, Kyle, Tony, Kim, and Melissa. At the end of the day, there's no hired guns on our crew. There's nobody gets paid. We do it because we love it. We do it, you know, everybody works out of their own pocket. You know, for us to hang in there and hang tight, you know, I think we're in the top 5 in points right now. I'm feeling pretty confident right now. The car, you know, at this point, I think we're done with parts falling off prenup. It's starting to come together, knock on wood. We had a good weekend this weekend. We didn't have parts falling off that thing. We actually, we actually got to work on the car, you know, and not really parts falling off. We got to work on trying to make the car better every round, and that definitely helped out, because this is a long, tough, hard schedule, and it's hard on every race team, regardless. You know, there's teams that pulled out of here today, and they're going to go test somewhere in between there, and then they're going to be ready. And our group is flying back home to go to work and fly back out Thursday night and come back to Tulsa to be ready on Friday. So there's a big difference there, man. But at the end of the day, I think for us to be still hanging in the top 5 with all the trials and tribulations we've been through with this new build, I think Justin has probably done the most best on the team for us. His driving has been phenomenal all year, and I only hope that he keeps driving the exact same way that he's driving to finish this season out, because I don't think we would have made it to the semifinals this weekend without the way he's been driving prenup, and then we definitely wouldn't have made it to the semifinals in Arizona without him driving the way he's driving. So that's kind of held us in there, but that's his job. That's what he's supposed to do. We do everything we can on the car. I do everything I can on the laptop. We try to give him the best car we can give him. Sometimes it's not the best car. We got to keep getting rounds to try and get it better, but that's where the driver comes in. So Justin has done a phenomenal job. He's gotten very comfortable in that car. These tracks have been very tricky. Prenup really gave us a lot of problems here in Vandermeer, You know, the track would be good early on and 200 foot out, it would go to shit. Then the track changed, you know, the starting line stayed pretty good, got good through the middle, but down there at the other end, you know, you'd get pissed off and the tire would be on fire down there. So we had it was very challenging trying to keep that thing going down the track. But like I said, that's where we depended on Justin to make things happen. That's Ryan Martin's crew. See, look at the big trailer going behind them. So they're probably going somewhere in between here, and they're gonna go ahead and go test while we go home and go to work. What's up, Habanero? Habanero. That's no hobby. But anyways, we ain't mad about that. We get it, man. You know, those guys get paid. That's what they do. They do it for a living. You know, that's what Justin's trying to work towards. Hopefully next year, Justin maybe get on that level. And, you know, things like that will definitely help our program out. But, you know what? No matter what, we're here. And they know we're here, and that's a good statement. And if anybody thinks that these guys on the MPK level are any kind of slouch, they're sadly mistaken. I promise you that when I say that. If these guys went and got on a prep surface, all those cars out there that are running 360s, whatever, big tire car, you know, as long as they're running weight for weight, I can assure you these guys at MPK can run those same numbers. I promise you that. So, anyways, like I said, man, I'm just happy with the crew. I'm happy with what the car's doing. Cameron Johnson built us a great race car. And you know, that's another great asset to our team is Justin. You know, he built that new car. We've always raced with old cars, wore out cars. We try to patch them up, you know, but you can only polish a turd so much, you know. So he built that brand new car, and yeah, we've had problems here and there, but we've come through them, and Cameron has done an awesome job. He built a great race car. Anybody's ever thinking about building a car, you know, Cameron don't have a Jerry Bickle or Rick Jones name, but I can promise you he builds just as good and just good quality car. So with that being said, everybody stands behind Justin. Proline, Pro Charger's working with us really good now. Everybody he's used, Mark Menser shocks, Quick Drive. Steve with Quick Drive was here this weekend. I think Steve was pretty proud of how his unit was working. He was checking some of our data and he was happy with it. Wanted to know if we wanted to bring it back, freshen up. We told him he wasn't touching it. We're good to go. he ain't touching our unit.
What did he say?
You already touched it once. We had to go through it. We got it now.
Yeah. What did he say? Okay, bud.
Okay, bud.
Okay,
Hey,
no,
Steve with Quick Drive, awesome guy. Marty Chance with Chance Converters. You know, we got that. Marty's got that Chance Converter working for us. He sends us whatever parts we needed. In fact, he sent us some parts for being up here on the mountain, and we made those changes. And the changes that we did to the car, Justin Carmack sent us another rear gear. Between the rear gear, the converter, the 4-link adjustment we made, the different tire pressure, different wheelie bar height, and then just basically how differently we ran the tune-up in the car. I kept going rounds, and you know, a couple cylinders were pissed off, so I kept making those cylinders better and better. The motor got happier and happier. So yeah, it was pretty chop, man. Why are you trying to look at my shoes like that,
I'm
dog?
trying to figure out what you got on.
Well, I still got my socks on. Them are my little house slippers.
Are they comfortable?
Man. Yeah. But you know, as a whole, we just got better and better. Now we're going to go to Tulsa. The tune-up's going to be completely different, so we're going to have to back up and punt just a little bit. We got to make changes to the car again and kind of go back the other way that we were already running before. But that's okay. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to having 56, 57 pounds of boost in Tulsa.
How much do we have here?
The most we made was 42, and it just touched 42. Every run was 41 pounds of boost. That's all we could make. So we went from 57 to 41 pounds of boost. That car probably dropped off at least 600 horsepower running up here on the mountain. But you know, where we had to make it up is we just had to run harder early on and try and run through the middle harder. And then once it got from the 330 on, it was just along for the ride. But we knew that coming in, man. I wish we could have done better in Idaho and had more time. Could we went to the semis over there, would have held us a little bit better in points. We basically got knocked out the first round. So, but you know, no matter where we finish this year, it's hard to catch Ryan. Ryan seems to go, and listen, he's got a great team, man. You know, between Petty and his guys working on that car, can't take nothing from them, man. They're racing, they're testing, they're doing what they got to do. He just seems to keep going around every round we do, so it's hard to gain ground on him. We got 4 more races to try and run for this championship, but as long as Ryan keeps going the same rounds we can, we're not going to catch him. The only thing we can hope for is we draw him first round. Is Ryan fast? Is he hard to beat? Absolutely. Everybody knows Steve Petty. They see him in PDRA. They see him in the NHRA. He's hard to beat, man. He's not no slouch. He knows what to do. He's got so much more experience on that type of car over me that it's like, it's a little bit of an uphill battle, but you know what? We accept the challenge and we're still working as hard as we can. Fuel Tech's been behind us working with the car. Justin over at Modern Racing's been working with us. I mean, anybody that my Justin has got on board with the car, everybody's been supportive and everybody's been behind us. So without those guys, we wouldn't be where we're at right now. So, but like I said, man, we'll roll over to Tulsa and we'll start putting the wrenches to it and we'll run as hard as we can. Hopefully we can, I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but our team wants to draw Kai Kelly first round, or we want to draw Ryan Martin, more Ryan Martin. Whoever's leading first. We don't care who's second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, none of that matters. All we're looking at is whoever's first place. So if we can draw Ryan Martin first round and put our best foot forward and knock him out, that's the only way we can gain points on him. And that's gonna be a tough battle, man. We can't seem to draw. We've only drawn Ryan one time this year, and that was in South Georgia. And we got him the second round, we knocked him out, and we gained substantial points on him, and it got us up to where we needed to be. And that's the same thing that's gonna be here. These last 4 races, we gotta draw him first round, and we gotta do our job. We gotta knock him out. So, or we can only hope that whoever he draws, someone knocks him out. And at the end of the day, it's gonna have to be a top tier car to take Ryan out. Lizzie took him out 3rd round here. She's a top tier car. You know, I think they went through a couple engines this weekend. I think Kai went through his engine this weekend. I mean, those cars are all fast cars. So in order for us to gain any kind of point standing on Ryan, we got to either have a top tier car draw him, or we got to draw him ourselves. And we're okay with drawing himself. We're okay with doing the dirty work. If we can't get around him, then we don't deserve to win. And if we can't get around him, we ain't gonna win the championship anyway. So at the end of the day, we're 5th in points. We don't care if we're 2nd in points. It doesn't matter where we finish. We're trying to win a championship. That's all that matters to us. We want to win the championship. If we don't win it this year, we're gonna come back and be even better next year. Simple as that. But anyways, that's all I got, man. Pretty happy with our results. We got 2. We went up here on the mountain. We went to 2 races that were definitely not for us, and we went to the semifinals both times. So I'm happy with that. It could have been a whole lot worse on us, man. We could have left these 2 races and be in real bad shape right now, but we hung in there, man. We did what we had to do, and I'm definitely happy. And I said that. I said to myself when we got to Colorado, I said if we could just make it to, and I didn't tell the guys, but I was hoping to be able to make it to the semifinals, get inside that top 4. And if we got there, I feel like we had a good weekend, and we did. And I thought the same thing with Arizona. If we could just make it to the semifinals, we had a good weekend. So that's where it's at. You know, Ryan didn't capitalize on us at any points in, he gained on us in points in Idaho because we went out first round, but he didn't gain no points on us in Arizona, and he didn't gain no points here in Colorado, so that's a plus. Now we got to go to Tulsa and just fucking put our best foot forward and do some work. We got to go to work. We got 4 races to try to make it happen. We're gonna run as hard as we can run. We're gonna swing at it every time. We're not gonna come half-stepping. That's all I got, man.
What you got?
What I got?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, for sure. But hey, great weekend, you know. I mean, I'm happy. Greatest moment for me this weekend was rounding that turn on the big end after that semifinal race and just seeing you grin from ear to ear, buddy.
Even with a loss.
Even with a loss, it was like you still won.
It's a big accomplishment.
Shit, I thought I won.
Well, it was close, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But just to see that grin on your face, that made, you know, that's winning to me. You know, I mean,
there was some good door-to-door racing too. That man,
that was
tough race.
That was a hell of a race.
What about the Robert Roberts race?
That Robin Roberts race was a knuckle buster too. I mean, you know, hand in hand, you know, going right down the track, you know, door to door. I mean, I gotta say, the fans in Denver got them some door-to-door racing this weekend. So,
You got anything, Kyle?
That's El Chapo.
yeah.
Yeah, look at it.
He's got him a badass mustache is what he got.
That's clean.
And an SG shirt.
Hey, he had handlebars on that thing this weekend one
I had
time.
the handlebars going Friday, but I didn't want to jinx it Saturday, so like, we're gonna leave it alone.
He showed up. I looked out. I was like, God damn, he got some real handlebars going on.
No, but we still had a good weekend.
Handlebars.
And there's one thing that nobody mentioned that was the best part of the whole weekend. Knock on wood. I think we got the Pro Charger shit figured out.
Hey, man, why you want to have like that?
I think what we got is we got a good Pro Charger. We've done went 8 rounds with no problems, and we leaving that sumbitch on her. We're gonna run the gut slap out of that thing. We are not pulling that Charger off till it quits.
Matter of fact, I don't think we should even send that Pro Charger back to Pro Charger ever again.
Hey,
we'll just
and
hang
again,
out on the wall.
I know everybody says I'm tearing it up. We ain't changed the fucking tune-up. Pro Charger's living. We ain't changed nothing.
We just been changing parts around.
Yeah.
Tightened up a few nuts and bolts, got everything back together, and then we ain't had a problem since.
You know, the thing is, though, you watch the internet, man, I don't pay attention to motherfuckers be hating on me, telling me I'm tearing it up, I can't tune, or Justin, he don't drive, he can't, man, those are just fucking haters, man, at the end of the day. But I love at the end of the day, I love our haters too, man. I'm good. I'm glad that they hate on us because they're still over there watching and they still over there wishing they're doing what we're doing right now.
They push us, you know, to just do better.
That's the difference, man. My daddy always told me, boys do what they can and men do what they want. Some people understand that and some people never will.
Right there.
Good way to end it out.
With some men around here, we ain't no boys.
All right, guys, we got our merch.
Yeah,
New
nice.
merch drop. JustinSwanstrom69.com. You can be a part of the Swan Fans. www.swanfans.com. $12.95 a month. Having a good time over there. Staying in the Discord, keeping everybody updated. We got some cool shit happening. We have some new stuff in the works. Come to the channel. Next couple videos, we'll reveal that. We're heading to Tulsa, Oklahoma next. Then we go to Texas the weekend after that. Then we go to Louisiana. And then we end the season out in Florida. We will have 2 races after NPK. We're going to be running Pro Mod. That means we will be turning the boards on and seeing how fast Prenup runs at the end of this year.
Ooh.
So make sure y'all are subscribed to it. Turn your bell notifications on. Let's keep growing this channel. Let's keep getting bigger. Let's keep getting better. I'm Justin Swanstrom. That's Big Daddy Brian. That's K2. And we're out of here.
See ya.